Well, you see all that? It's time for the roll cage and Pontiac C10. Now, I'm not going to get it done today. It's kind of late today. I'm going to get a little started on today. And I got 3 more days to do it because it's Memorial Day weekend. I was able to borrow the portable TIG welder from work so that I could do this. Now, I did go get me a affordable tubing notcher for the thick wall tubing because the tubing notcher at work is not going to do it. We use it for thin wall stainless, not this thick wall like I got now. The front glass is out, so I painted around it to keep it from rusting in the future. And Raptor liner the cowl because if you remember, I've had problems with it leaking because the seam sealer over time starts to crack and water gets down there, it holds up in there. Most people don't catch it in time. I didn't catch it in time, so I've had to repair it twice now. First time a while back, second time I noticed a little small leak because it had somehow an air bubble in the body sealer. But so I got it redone, let the body sealer dry. I put a couple coats of Raptor liner in the cowl, so I shouldn't ever have a problem ever again. As long as it don't get air to it, it ain't gonna rust. So now let's get to the cage. Now here I am getting ready with some of the tubing, getting it all uncut, you know, unraveled, all that good stuff cleaned up. Well, I'm noticing some of these are already notched. Great. Saves me a lot of time because my problem is I could not buy the correct size hose saws in town. I had to order them. So I'm like, ooh, I hope I got enough ordered. But luckily we got some things already notched for me. And then it wasn't supposed to rain. Ignore that, that's a future project that I've been working on for someone I know. It's getting cloudy. It wasn't supposed to rain, clouds are popping up. Just great. I hope that's not for all weekend. What I'm gonna do is put my second coat of Raptor lining down on this to preserve it. And then I'm gonna get back to this. For the first cut, I'm a little bit tall here, but these are bowed in, so I'm gonna have to kind of bend these back out and get them a little bit closer. But I don't want them too close because I know about how the door sits when I shut it with the door panel and the seat, so I don't want to, you know, make it where bar comes this way, it goes too far into that. So, but I do need it to come in a little bit. It was not supposed to rain. Now it's raining. Great, what a great way to start this weekend off. I guess wait until the day had its benefits because it's a lot cooler now than what it was, so that's a huge bonus. This is spreading it out. Already got my measurement marked where I want it behind the seat, and I use the daily driver because it has racing seats in it with harness, so I knew about exactly where I wanted to put it. Now, of course, with this kit, you know, they kind of cut it long and you trim it down. Well, it's about 1.5 inches too long to tuck up in there like I'd like, so I'm cut 1.5 inches off the tubing and notch it. It's gonna be a little slow going. After using my notcher, look at that, that's going to be so freaking easy to weld. Now I got it in here, and holding it up by myself to tack the plates on, kind of difficult, but found I could put a C-clamp there, and it's holding the tubing for me. Tack to the plates, easy enough. This bar is next, but what I'm going to go ahead and do is weld that solid underneath there. Before I attach that, or before I even cut and measure, I'm going to weld this solid on the bottom side of this crossbar. That way everything's solid underneath this weld when I weld that on. My methods may be a little obscure, because I'm working with what I have. I'm not in the shop, so make do with what I got, but it's the results that matter. Well, there it is. Not the prettiest. I am not the best welder, but that'll hold. Now you can see I got the crossbars attached. Had some help getting the halo up and situated. And in order to weld it, we moved it forward. Thank God there's no interior, so that I could weld the top of it. And obviously I took the windshield out so that I could do it that way. I got it tacked in place the best I could. And I think I notched it just right. It's a little tricky, but I think I got it. Got a little gap, fill up, but not bad. Okay, now it's time to set up my door bars. I got a swing away kit for them. Keep in mind, this is not going to be a certified drag truck. This is a street truck and must be played with on the street. See, door bars are going in now. I've been going back and forth between the two trucks and measuring to make sure I clear the door panel enough for the door to shut and the door panel's on it. So get to weld that solid and then cut it to add the swing away kit. And that's going to look really good. Now, of course, later on I will put some foam on here because I've already christened this and hit my head on the top bar, kind of playing around and getting in. It's just barely below the line here, but I still hit my head on it, so I'm gonna get some foam on there because if the wife gets in and hits her head, I'm gonna have hell to pay. So yeah. But got the cage done. Finally, been waiting for that for a while. Things getting closer and closer. Finally getting to the point where I can start getting ready to hopefully get on the road, because I still got a lot of work to do. Just not to chunk out, because I can get some glass, put the back glass in it. I just need to order front glass, put that into it, and it's sealed off enough to finish the interior and get all that set up. Of course, now summertime, so it's about time to do some of the body work. Got a little bit of body work to do. Did you know? Got to do the fuel door on the back for the fuel cell. That's going to be custom, but you know, what the truck is. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, thanks for watching.